Talking about draining the swamp.
Man,
Yeah, we got some swamp creatures here we're going to be talking about.
We got a list. Since we're talking about the swamp, we got a list of 9 wetland monsters.
Yeah, not just one. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9.
10.
That's right.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, we're going to...
That's right. 9 wetland monsters from folklore.
9. Mm-hmm.
16,
right.
17.
Minus 6. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Confirmed.
That's right.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Confirmed.
This is from the Wisconsin Wetlands Association.
Yeah, we got
monsters.
we got ourselves an official thing right here. Yeah.
This will give us a quick overview of wetland monsters.
Hey, so let me ask you, Goose. Do wetlands scare you?
Yeah.
Does squishy boot-sucking mud give you the willies? Are you terrified of snakes and leeches and poison sumac?
Oh my god, not sumac.
Yeah. Do you fear...
Google sumac real quick.
Do you fear that a ghoulish slime-covered hag will pull you under the water, drown you?
More like I'm scared of a crocodile.
Most of us probably don't worry about the latter, but tales of malevolent beings or spirits in wet and mucky places are found the world over. These stories sound fanciful to modern ears, but have roots in real-life concerns of our peasant ancestors, few of whom could swim, even though their villages were often located near water. Tales of spirits and demons probably helped instill an appropriate caution about wetlands in both children and adults. Surely many a peasant girl warned of the Rue Sake when her fiancé headed to the tavern, lest he stumbles tipsily into the town pond on his way home.
And maketh a fool of himself. Yes.
Very nice.
Number 1. The Jenny Greenteeth.
Jenny! Was it Jenny from Forrest Gump? Jenny.
Jenny Greenteeth.
Don't talk about my Jenny like that.
You want to do the first one in Gump voice?
Sure. I'm British. I don't even know if it's Gump's voice. I'm British folklore.
Chocolate.
British folklore warns that passing by a marsh on a misty evening makes risking an encounter with Jenny Greenteeth, a sharp-toothed crone who pulls unwary wanderers into the depths and devours them. Even today, in parts of England, Jenny Greenteeth is another name for the duckweeds. Lemna, SP dot, whatever that is in parentheses.
I believe that's
Lemna.
I don't know, scientific name.
Aquatic plants whose tiny leaves form the continuous mat over the water surface that may appear solid green to the eyes of the very young or very old.
Oh, I know those, yeah. Those are cool.
Oh, okay. This picture is like very creepy, I gotta say.
I once had it was just for like a short time, but I had a fear of like the ponds that are covered in the green and like stepping on one and just like sinking.
Well, I mean, if you're swimming in one and you got your like foot wrapped up in some weeds and you couldn't get to the surface, you could drown.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's definitely a solid fear. Well, you know what that picture reminds me of? I've seen like a thing before where like some people were making like statues and putting them out in the middle of a swamp and they look like that.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Just like walking out there in the middle of the night, you got a flashlight and you see one of those things, it would scare the hell out of you. So there we got number 2. There you go, Goose.
The Gnocchi. The Gnocchi.
No.
A has a little 2 dots over the A, so I believe it's Gnocchi. Finnish children must beware of the Gnocchi, a shape-shifting water spirit that grabs at little ones who lean a little too far over the dock or the edge of a pond while gazing at their reflection.
It almost sounds like the Inuit equivalent of the Qualapillik that we covered last time.
The name. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, the Qualapillik. Because
I
just edited it like yesterday.
Make a note that for the next one we have to avoid water. I think we did 2 waters in a row.
You got Naki, you got the Qualapillik.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Qualapillik isn't on this list, but I guess it's not a swamp. That's why.
No, it's also Inuit folklore. I don't think they're very well known. So here we go, the Rue Sake. The Rue Sake are ghosts of drowned Russian maidens who entice bachelors with their singing and dancing and then drown them or tickled them to death?
Yeah, get tickled.
What would you rather die of? Being drowned or tickled to death?
Well, I believe they're drowned underwater. So
You know what would be best? If you just act like you died from tickled. And he's like, no,
imagine,
Just
imagine if you're
until
underwater.
they leave
though.
you alone.
That's terrifying. Imagine if you're underwater and you get tickled, and then like you forcibly.
No, I think
breathe.
they either pull you in and drown you, or they just tickle you from the water.
Like it stops you from like holding your breath if you're tickled underwater.
I guess
So
that's
you
true.
start glugging in water as soon as they got you. They don't have to like strangle you; they can just tickle you underwater.
I like how like every time that they have pictures of women in the water. So these obviously are like sirens, right?
Yeah.
But like
honestly,
every time they
50
show
things.
them, they're like a really young, like all their skin is like perfect. Their hair is like perfect.
Of course.
But you know, if like you're in water for that amount, like if they drowned in water, they're not gonna look beautiful like that. They're gonna look like horrible,
they're
like
gonna look like waterlogged.
waterlogged. Yeah,
Witcher.
yeah, water hags from The Witcher obviously.
Exactly.
Now I know we covered this in a podcast before, but I don't think it actually made it to video form. But we did talk, I think, a little bit about this guy. His picture looks familiar.
Vodianoi.
Yeah.
I like this guy. He's not a good person, but I like him. Vodianoi of Slavic Europe resembles tiny old men with algae-covered hair and beards. Some accounts give them frog-like features. When not loafing on sunken logs and smoking their pipes, they drown human invaders of their watery territories to keep their souls in porcelain cups. But fishermen who place a pinch of tobacco in the water and call out, "Here's your tobacco, Lord Vordinoi," may find themselves rewarded with a large catch.
Nice.
They
So I
drown
guess
humans,
that doesn't sound familiar.
keep their
so
souls
maybe
in cups.
maybe the other one was just similar kind of
This
picture.
one, yeah, maybe it's the same picture, but similar.
Yeah, not the same.
Not the same. What was the other one? The other one was like a.
I don't know. That was like months
Didn't
ago.
he like abduct people to make?
Yeah,
for
a lot of
wives?
them were like abducting people.
for wives. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. He did abduct wives.
I
Let's
remember because he was like a creep.
see. Kelpy. This one sounds nice.
I think we talked about that too. At one point.
The description of the Kelpy, the Celtic water horse who carries its hapless riders beneath the water to their doom. Give it a mane of dripping bulrushes. So, like, isn't this also, like, attributed to, like, fairy folklore, right? Wasn't there, like, horse fairies?
Something like that. The Kelpy could have been something in the shape of a horse.
Or, I think it was also, like, maybe it was under the mermaid folklore. There was, like, water horses.
Dryads and
Yeah, something like that.
There's always horses in water. You know that they say Poseidon made horses, the god of the sea. Horses are
You do have, like, the seahorses, right?
yeah, but those just kind of look slightly.
They're not
resembling.
like horses at all. So I think people just call them that because the way they swim, they almost look like they're galloping.
Well, it's because of their head shape. They look like the chess piece. That's
Yeah,
it.
I guess
They look
it's
like a
true.
knight chess piece.
Right.
I would actually love to have a nice.
Can we get some Kappas in the
glass
chat,
chest.
guys? Kappas in the chat.
Oh boy! Kappa's in the chat.
Yeah. Number 6.
The Kappa.
That's
Who
right.
could have guessed? Was it me? Yes.
I bet you didn't know this is coming.
The Kappa of Japan is usually depicted as a kind of humanoid turtle with a carapace and webbed feet.
Turtle.
They're fun guys.
Hmm.
Though some insist it is based on the endangered Japanese giant salamander. But
Oh.
that's stupid because they have shells.
Right.
Salamanders don't have shells, dummy.
I don't know. I mean, apparently it's endangered. Have you ever seen one?
No.
Maybe it's got a shell. Probably
Maybe.
not, though.
The Kappa is a mischievous trickster whose it says that, but the picture right beside it is the Kappa like holding a human arm.
Yeah, and it's like bleeding
It's
out
like
into
blood.
the water.
What a trickster! This
Oh,
guy over
boy.
here.
He's just holding it up. It's like, can I get a hand?
Here is a mischievous trickster whose behavior runs the gamut from loud farting and peering up women's kimonos to Kidnapping, drowning, and eating people.
Well, that's
Mischievous trickster, am I right?
that's a big leap. I gotta say, really big leap.
The only thing Kappas enjoy more than a tasty child is cucumbers. That's right. It's like 1 is cucumbers and 2 is children.
Okay.
3 is Ritz crackers, but they
So
don't
I guess
get those.
if you like have your kid walking out and you worry about like a Kappa jumping them, you just have them carry a cucumber with them.
Yeah. So some Japanese parents would inscribe their child's names on a cucumber and throw it in a pond or stream as an offering to ensure safe swimming.
Wouldn't that like entice them to kidnap that kid for more cucumbers though?
Well, he doesn't have any on him.
I don't know. It's just kind of stupid.
It's also kind of a message. Like, imagine you're a Kappa, right? You see a cucumber with the name Hoshi on it, and it's like, oh, so some kid Hoshi's gonna come swimming here, eh? And then it's just telling them about a meal.
Yeah, I know, right?
Animals
I don't get it.
don't turn down meals.
No.
They get it whenever they can.
I would just tell the kid to carry a cucumber with him, and you just throw it to distract him.
That's just bait. It's like tying sausages around a kid and sending him to a junkyard.
Yeah, but then like he takes it out and he throws it. They like cucumbers more than kids. They'd go after.
But he's swimming, so what if they just pull him down and eat him and the cucumber?
Yeah, that's true. I'm just thinking about just walking. So the bunny yip.
The bunyip.
Yeah, the bunyip.
What a fanciful, funny name.
Yeah.
Bunyip.
So in the swamps of the
Billabongs.
Billabongs of Australia, y'all, lurks the bunny yip.
Oh, bunyip.
This is from Australia. I'm gonna believe this thing's real. It's a beast of Aboriginal mythology and acts as a kind of wetland guardian. Do they have wetlands there? I guess they might. Yeah, I guess they have crocodiles, right?
Yes. I mean, yeah, because it's near the
Yeah, I
rivers.
guess that makes sense, right?
What? Australian wetland.
I
Sounds
don't
like
know if I've ever heard of that.
Sounds like the worst
This
place
would be
in the
the
world.
first thing. Yeah, I would not want to be near a wetland
It
in
doesn't-
Australia. All places.
It doesn't
no.
need a guardian. No one's going to go there.
You probably have like spiders with houses there. They'd be so big. They'd be like, "Get off my lawn!" They got like a
Whole
shotgun.
spider communities.
Yeah,
They have a subway that's just a snake they're all right on.
yeah, and it's a giant snake. That's the subway.
Yeah.
This is the train.
Interconnecting snake lines.
Mm.
And that's
Right.
it.
An ancient tale that tells of 2 brothers who are turned into black swans and their village flooded after they captured a bunny-up calf. So it gives a curse, I guess. Descriptions lead scientists to believe that the legend may stem from Aboriginal encounters with the bones of large, now extinct wetland marsupials, or perhaps the carcass of an elephant seal that wandered far inland and died on the river. An elephant seal? Now, I've heard of lions, like sea lions. I've heard of walruses. I've heard of many things. I don't know if I've ever heard of an elephant seal.
You've never seen an elephant seal?
No.
These things will kill you.
Anything from freaking like.
They are.
Did you see that one? I don't know if it was like a video or a picture of that person that found a wolf spider in Australia that was the size of a dinner plate. Dude, the elephant seal's huge.
Yeah, they are almost car size sometimes.
Oh my god.
And
these guys are freaking huge.
They're not
man.
that bad, but they're somewhat territorial, I think.
Yeah, their face. I get where the elephant thing comes from.
You should see a picture
Looks
of one
like their
running.
face is like an elephant trunk.
There was a good one, one like running at like a car or a person, and it would flop, and its whole body would go, and it would run at you,
Yeah,
and it would roar at you. Epic. But
so
yeah,
now that I've seen that, it kind of makes sense with that picture.
yeah,
there.
an elephant seal is massive, and kind of adorable, but kind of terrifying, kind of gross,
Yeah, I like.
kind of cute.
I'm okay with looking at a picture of them.
Really
That's
fat.
about it. That's all I want to see.
Yep. But I guess I don't really get why they turn into black swans.
I don't either.
I mean, if they flooded
that's some kind of their folklore.
honestly, didn't he save the brothers? Turned them into swans, flooded the village, but swans live in like wetlands, so he saved their lives.
Yeah, he could just.
What if the story's
Fly
reversed?
away.
Story's reversed. They saved the calf, the bunyip, and then it knew there was a flood coming, so it saved the brothers by turning them into swans. Boom.
Could be.
Got it.
I guess it really depends on how you
I mean, he is
it.
a guardian, right? He's a hero. Bunyip's a hero.
Yeah. Confirmed.
Doesn't deserve to be on this list. Number 8. Did you read that one? You read that one, yeah. Number 8. Hecate. That's a Egyptian god, isn't it? A much kinder
Hecate.
wetland guardian is Hecate, the frog-headed Egyptian fertility goddess. I feel like they're all fertility goddesses, so like there's at least 10 of them.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's quite a bit.
They love fertility. Frog-headed Egyptian fertility goddess of agriculture and childbirth. Hecate reigns over the annual flooding of the Nile. Oh. And presumably the seasonal emergence of frogs, whose nutrient-rich waters replenish the depleted soils of Egypt's farms.
Nice.
Now, aren't frogs...
So, when it's saying, like, fertility, so this is the fertility goddess of agriculture, so, like, plants and childbirth. But I think why there's, like, so many, like, old fertility things, because, like, humanity, like, our population didn't used to be what it is. So, you know, they would always have these fertility things and fertility, like, celebrations.
If they're gonna go...
Because they needed more people.
If they're gonna say about childbirth and agriculture, they might have just called it a god of life rather than fertility.
Right. And nowadays it's like opposite. Now they teach kids, and it's like, nope, don't get pregnant. We got too many kids. We got too many people.
Wasn't there
slow it up?
A reign of frogs as a curse, and she makes frogs?
Yes.
Also, they didn't say she said fertility goddess, but not a frog goddess.
She said frog-headed.
She's clearly a frog goddess.
It's frog-headed.
She is the god of frogs.
There's a lot of them that have different animal heads. I think it's just like people who wore like masks, maybe. She's holding an ankh, which means eternal life.
Yeah, she is life, agriculture, childbirth, and frogs.
And
so, they can't diminish that important section of her frog heritage.
And last but not least, the Tittymun. At least one tale traces directly to the wetland management gone awry. Stories of the Tittymun, a little old marshman with shrill laughter. Like the poet called the northern lapwing.
Hold on.
A wetland shorebird. Date to the 1650s and flood control efforts of the coastal fens of Lincolnshire, England, where the drained peatlands dried and shrank, land levels dropped and flooding worsened. Enraged at the disappearance of his home, the Tittymun issued a curse of pestilence to the villages involved. It wasn't completely without pity, however, when flooding threatened townsfolk would chant his name until they heard the peewit call, whereupon the waters would miraculously recede.
There it is. That's what the old man sounded like.
That's so annoying.
Could you imagine an old man going around going...
Everybody hated him. That's why he cursed them.
Exactly. They just didn't want him around.
Yeah.
Like, hey, did you hear about the game and did you see that thing that happened that was funny? And they all start laughing around the water cooler, like ah ha ha. And then just like 4 foot tall old man hunched over, like with a cane, just he's all shriveled up. He walks beside them. He goes.
And it was like the original stop. Elmo. So, what was your favorite there, Goose? What was your favorite out of all of the ones that we just looked at? I gotta say mine was Tittymun. Just because.
Yeah, Tittymun kind of stole the show.
Yeah.
Although I do like the elephant seal boy.
Oh yeah. The Bunyip.
The Bunyip.
Bunyip, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I like the Bunyip. He's a real hero. The hero we deserved, not the one we needed.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it depends which way you look at the story for sure. But yeah. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He's pretty cool, I guess.
Pretty cool, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
But I think the moral of the story is marshlands suck.
Mm-hmm.
And we should destroy the environment
to
get rid of marshlands, right?
So next time, So next time, we gotta cover something that's not involved with water.
All right, then we gotta go opposite. We gotta go air, which means
Harpies?
that's a number of things. Harpies, it could be harpies, sky monsters, gods, deities, aliens,
Flying
bird
whales.
people, sky
No,
islands.
we've covered aliens so many times.
You know what? Has there ever been a lore about land in the sky? Floating land?
I mean, like Olympus, right?
Olympus? But that's like, I feel like that's connected to the
That's
ground
mythology.
via a mountain. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
Olympus.
true. That's true. It's not really floating.
But mountains also work. Mountains are sky.
I say, okay, 3 things. Either harpies, flying whales, or floating cities.
Flying whales, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Like in
I've seen some
mythology?
people make videos of, like...
Like
of
in
it.
actual lore?
I believe so. I want to say yes. That there is some,
Because
like,
I know it's a
folklore
lovely
flying whales.
concept, but I've never seen it in lore. Well, I guess we'll take a look, see what we find.
Yep. So anyways, holla at you later.
I'm gonna go to the hospital. Bye.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get there. I need to go to the store. I need to get another Snickers. I gave you my last one.
Sure you did. Sure, I'll believe you now.
Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.